Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody calm down!
It's happening. I told you it was going to happen. The Fed has been cutting rates down, and we just had them come down 0.5%. What is that going to do to the real estate market? What is that doing to mortgage apps? And what does it mean to the value of your home? All of that coming up next. Let's recap what happened. June 2022, inflation hits 9.1%. And by the way, that was definitely on its way to hyperinflation. Why did it happen? Because the Fed released trillions of dollars, it's called financial easement, into the system, basically just sending people money and sending people checks. Why were they doing this? Because of the pandemic, where they basically said, you can't go to work and only essential employees can go to work. And if you're not essential and most people aren't, then basically you're not allowed to work. And they felt bad and they basically sent you money. And just so you know, when your money isn't backed by gold and you're like, just print more of it, just make more, there's consequences. And those consequences is that the value of the dollar goes down. Now, over the last 100 years, inflation averages a 3% loss year over year. So to have a year of 9% is like 3 years rolled into one. And only recently has the Fed finally been able to curb inflation and bring it down into the 2 to 3% range. But now we're facing a different problem. You see, GDP for the last 2 quarters has been trending down, which smells like a recession, and they don't have any levers to pull to stimulate the economy unless they lower interest rates. So when the Federal Reserve met last week, they made the decision to do a 0.5% rate cut, which, by the way, is a really big deal because the Fed has not dropped rates like that since 2001 and 2007. This is literally the biggest rate drop we've seen since before the financial crisis. So bottom line, in the last 11 months, we've gone from an 8.01% interest rate down to a 6.2% interest rate. And now we've got the 0.5% rate drop on top of that. And we have 2 more potential rate cuts before the end of the year. Experts believe that we're going to see at least a 1/4 point drop on each one of those. Now, you need to care about this because I want you to imagine for just a moment that the real estate market hasn't moved much in the last couple of years. Prices have been really, really high, and with little movement in the real estate market, they haven't come down. And people are wondering, what will happen? Well, let me tell you, we are missing millions of these, over 6 million of these in the country right now. And what that means when rates come down on said house is that all of a sudden people that were thinking of selling are now going to start listing their homes, and people that were thinking of buying are going to start buying. And because we have a shortage of supply, it's going to spike likely the price of real estate dramatically. And here's the financial data. Right now, based on the current price of real estate, the moment rates hit 5.25%, it technically becomes cheaper to buy a house than to rent a house. And you know what? That could literally happen with the very next rate cut, let alone we have got 2 chances before the end of the year. What is that going to do? It means that we're not going to have a quiet winter. It means that anything that gets listed on the market, it's going to get bought up, and you should expect the price of real estate to soar dramatically. Do I think that it could move like it did in 2020 and 2021? Actually, yes. That is my prediction. Why? Because we have the same shortage on real estate. We just need those rates to come down so people can lock in a cheaper price. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because in the spring, we're going to see a lot of action, but the people that are going to be the real winners are those that are actually moving right now. It's called a first mover advantage. Now, the reason why this is really good news is because of the affordability crisis. The bottom line is real estate is expensive. The national median is still around $430,000. I've been forced as a real estate investor to go into some of the top markets where affordability on new houses lies between $200,000 and $250,000. And yeah, I'm even buying some brand new houses in brand new districts in the path of progress in cities where I'm buying those houses for $180,000. And I'm actually making some of my highest ROI and returns on those homes. So this news isn't just for those of you that are looking for a primary residence. If you're an investor and you've been wondering when is the time to strike, it was definitely yesterday. And yet, there's going to be a ton of people waiting on the sidelines that are going to miss their shot, their opportunity to win. Because an immense part of why people are afraid to take the next steps towards investing in real estate is purely fear. There's fear of a crash, or there's fear of higher rates. What happens if they hike them again? But the truth is, real estate is incredible for a reason. In nearly every scenario, there's a way to make it work for you, and now it'll be even easier than it was certainly months ago or in the last couple of years. So if you're wondering how to act on this and either use it as a way to decrease your expenses by buying a new home or by refinancing your mortgage, or if you're really watching my channel because you want to be a real estate investor and you're like, okay, Kris, we were waiting for the rates to come down. The rates are coming down. Where's my game plan? Where's my strategy? What should I do? Well, that's exactly what you need. You need a custom game plan. Like my game plan all those years ago when I was poor, in debt, and I had no money, my mentor showed me a way to get my first house. If you're sitting on a 401k or an IRA, there's a way for you to leverage that into real estate and literally make 27 times more money than sitting in a 401k or an IRA. The worst thing that you can do right now is literally just finish the video, click and start watching a new one. What you need is to get fresh perspective on how to strike and take advantage of this financial opportunity, because as these houses go up potentially $50,000 or $100,000 each in value, it's either you becoming the next millionaire or you just sitting on the sideline saying, I miss my shot all over again. Click the link below and request a free game plan from me and my team. One of my training coaches will reach out to you and basically say, hey, if Kris Krohn were in your shoes, this is exactly how he would start investing in real estate. So if you want to get a free game plan, click the link below, join me there right now, and let me literally show you how to use this opportunity, this real estate market, as the next best opportunity for making millions of dollars, setting yourself up for a beautiful financial future, and creating the legacy of your dreams. Click the link below. Let's go. Which makes you kind of wonder, right? I talk about 401ks and you're like, I wonder what would build me a better retirement. Is it a 401k or is it real estate? And if you want to know, I did make a video on this because I want to show you 5 things that you need to know about a 401k, and then I'm going to share with you what you need to know about real estate that creates this massive contrast of how much money you can make when you know what you're doing in the game of real estate. Click right here. I'll see you then. Okay.